Higher time frame structure is actually the cheat code when it comes to trading. So let's review the market from today. So higher time frame, the 5 minute, or the best time frame is going to be the 15 minute. We see we were trending upwards, so I was looking for buys. And now literally just before market opened, we had this beautiful zone here. So if we count to our 6, that's our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So all I need was for this to get swept. And that's my liquidity sweep. So we'll play price out. Perfect. We swept that. Now we just need a valid low to form. We haven't got that yet. Haven't got that yet. This candle here is the valid low. Perfect. So that is our 6, which is our entry model. So we're going to buy there. Stop loss below and just target the higher we came from. Play that out. Perfect. So that was market opened. You could have caught an absolute banger. And then again, going into the afternoon, right? Again, we're still just following the higher time frame structure. And we can see our last valid breaker structure was this high here. That was our breaker structure. So as long as we respect this low, we are still in an uptrend. And what do we have here? Here, can we see we have our last sort of area of demand that hasn't been tapped into yet. So this is a possible area where price could look to continue upwards. So now I know that we're bullish on the higher time frame. The lower time frame, I'm going to look for my entry model, right? And that's all I do when I look for my zone and I count to 6. So on the lower time frame, as we're bouncing from this area of demand, we put in this zone here. Right? That's a valid zone. We have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's the same thing. I want this to get swept. And then I can look for entries to go long. We sweep that, perfect. Now I just need a valid low to form. We get that there, perfect. I'm going to buy. Stop loss below. And again, just target slightly below the highs we came from. And smash take profit in our PM session too. The trade opportunity in the AM session was here. So again, we start on the higher time frame. We can see we broke structure here. So again, price was in a clear uptrend. So our protected low is now this area here. So we're looking for longs anywhere above here. Now, can we see the area responsible for breaking this structure here was actually this demand zone here. This was the last down candle. So now when we switch to the 1 minute time frame, we're going to look for a potential entry. And what do we have? That was our zone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we look for our 6 model. That was our sweep. Perfect. So all we need now is a valid low to form, which we get that candle there. So you can set your stop orders there, stop loss below, and again, just target the high we came from. Play that out. Smash TP in literally 2 candles. In this trade example from gold today is very good because some people get confused about when you can still use zones or if zones get invalidated, how long can you keep them around for. So it's really quite simple. So going on to the 15 minute time frame here today on gold, okay, we can see that we had a low here, right? We broke this low, right? So that's our protected high, and we broke structure here. So that was our break structure. So now we have this high to this low. So it is obvious we should be looking for sells. And now as we continue, okay, as we continue lower, okay, I did make a mistake today. I did on my live stream, completely free, you can join. I took longs up here, I took a loss, but then I said I shouldn't be longing. Structure was bearish. That was such a stupid mistake. That's a higher time frame structure is so key. But then I said, okay, 15 minute now, it's clear we're bearish. We should be looking for sells. What area of supply can we look for sells? And we have this beautiful area here on the 15 minute. So now I'll go on the 1 minute and I look to refine it, and I also look for my model. So let's play price out. Okay, now you have 2 zones here, right? Because we have a zone here, right? And we could say that is our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We look for a sweep and then we get for a valid high. We never got a valid high in this zone, but if this zone breaks, is this higher time frame zone still valid? Yes, Because this area here is a 15-minute supply. So this is the A star area. If we get it in this zone, I will take the trade, but this zone is my A star area. So yes, this zone here is still valid. So once we broke above this zone without giving an entry, all right, that candle here, I was no longer interested in this zone. So I just delete all that, and then I'll just redid my 6. So I could say this was my 1, this was my 2, right? This was my 3, this was my 4, this was my 5. So again, all I want is that sweep, which we got there. And then I literally said to my Discord on live stream, I said, listen, if we get a valid high in here, that's a good trade. That's an A+ trade, and I will take shorts. So let's see. We don't get a valid high yet, but this candle here is the valid high. So this is where I sold. I put my stop loss slightly above. Where was my target? On the 15-minute. Again, higher time frame. You can see we have this lovely fair value gap here. So all I did was set my take profit at the start of this fair value gap. Right, gave me a nice over 1 to 2 risk to reward. We played that out. Took a bit of time, but we smashed our take profit. It was super simple. So I can't stress enough, higher time frame is so key. Always, don't just take my word for it. Here we can see a premium member. He took that 5-minute setup I talked about originally. Right, here was the setup I talked about on gold, that live stream. My guy managed to catch the setup, beautiful. He caught the same thing. He passed all his 50k funded accounts, called me the GOAT, I appreciate that. So it's the same thing over and over again, right? In this situation here, my guy literally watched the strategy video today. He caught a nice 2 to 1, looked at the charts for 15 minutes and found an entry. Strategy is too clean. Again, don't take my word for it. And again, just more examples of the trades I showed you today. And a further breakdown, which I do post every single day with a little bit of annotation to help people understand. So if you do want to join, if you do want to learn my model, and if you do want to watch me live stream and come trade with me live every single day for free, make sure you join the Discord.